Hi clarinets, welcome back. We're going to be working on Etude 2 this time, our lyrical Etude. First thing I want you to do is notice that we have one sharp in the key signature, and that is F sharp. And so we want to make sure that we mark all of those. So that top line F, that second note in measure 1, is going to be middle finger. So you want me to put an M above it and mark a sharp sign and go through and find the rest of your F sharps. There is also one in the lower octave, which is the second to last note. The last note in measure 15, and that is a first finger F sharp. So do make sure you mark your key signature notes before you begin. Next is you want to practice counting it first. So I'm going to set my metronome at 80, and we're going to count through it. 1, 2, count. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1. So that's how you're going to count it. Next, then, I would practice it in small chunks. So we're going to start at the beginning, and we're going to go to the breath mark in measure 4. We're going to try to do that in one breath. Definitely when you get the faster tempo, you do not want to breathe at the end of measure 2. So you're going to work really hard not to breathe after that dotted half note so that you can create a 4-measure phrase. Still got my metronome set at 80. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go all the way to beat 3, and then I'm going to take my breath on beat 3 there in measure 4. Okay? Then I would start pickups to measure 5, so where the breath mark is in measure 4, and play to the rest in measure 8. 1, 2. And I would make sure I'm doing that in one breath. The C sharp is this key. I would use my right hand so I keep all the motion in one hand and play that C sharp in measure 7 with your backseat driver key. Okay. Then I would go back to the beginning, and I would see if I can go from measure 1 to the rest in measure 8. 1, 2. Really making sure you do not breathe in measure 2 or in measure 6. I would mark that with a little arrow and put NB above it so that you don't breathe in either one of those measures. Then here we go, pickups to 9. We have D, then D sharp. So that's the same as E flat. That's your driver key there. So I have D, D sharp, E, A, G sharp, A, B, A, D, G, F sharp, G, A, G, C, D, F sharp. So let's just work on that phrase slower because those are some higher notes. So I'm going to turn down my metronome to 60, and I'm going to play this phrase slower because it's got a little more finger technique in it. I want to make sure I get all the correct notes before I go faster. So here is pickups to 9 at 60 with my metronome. 1, ready, go. So we went all the way to the end, starting pickups to 9, going really slowly at 60. Okay, and then I would gradually speed it up. So after you can play it at that speed, then I would try it at 66, starting at that section, until we get the whole thing up to 80 that we started with the beginning. Okay, so here it is, pickups to 9 with my metronome at 66. 1, 2, 3. And as you work on it, try to add in the dynamics, making sure you're crescendoing where it says crescendo and decrescendoing where it says decrescendo. The other thing that you want to look at is the first note of 14. It's still under a slur, but because there are 2 C's in a row, you're going to lightly tongue that C. The other fingering we didn't talk about was the B flat in measure 14. Thumb and register first, second, and your bottom side key for that B flat. Okay, then it goes back to B natural in measure 15. Okay, then I would try it at 72, moving up in increments of about, anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8 beats a time. So here is 72 now, pickups to measure 9. 1, ready. You're ready to try it at 80. Back to pickups to 9. 1, 2. And then once you have it all at 80 and you can play the whole thing at that speed, then you're going to gradually speed it up to your top performance tempo. All right. Thanks, clarinets. Bye-bye.